Oh, look at the train. You can see the train coming in as well.
Wow, yeah.
Hogsmeade. We're going to stage 20.
Didn't even know this bit was here.
It's amazing. What a great way to see all the set. And go down here. Pretty Christmas trees. Ooh, we're going for a right old walkie. Oops. This just must be a Christmas show, just for Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. We get a traffic jam. So, quick, get a picture. Yep. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful.
Inside a snowflake, like the one on your sleeve, there happened a story you must see to believe. Way up in the mountains, in the high range of contours, lay a small town of Whoville, the home of the Whos. Arbor Day was fine and Easter was pleasant, and every St. Pheasant's Day they ate a fizz pheasant. But every Who knew from their 12 toes to their snout, they loved Christmas the most, without a single doubt. Ask any Who and they'll have this to say.
There's no place like Whoville around Christmas Day.
Decorations were being hung by the windows with care and hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
Merry Christmas! Not yet. Okay.
All right, everyone. is not up to our festive standard. Where's Martha? Where's Martha?
Working through the night and all through the day was the decorating committee led by the lovely Martha May.
Did someone call me? Hit me with a hot note, Whoville.
Now that's holiday!
Mr. Jingle, let's move on to jingle. The bells that jingle all your troubles away. Everybody's waiting for the man with the fat, 'cause Christmas is coming again. He's got a slingle that's not his on his table. He's got stuff that's dropping every step of the way. Everybody's waiting for the man with the bag. Christmas is here again. He'll be here with the answer to the prayers that you made you lay in. You'll get yours if you've done everything you should. Extra special good. He'll make this December the one you'll remember, the best and the merriest you ever did have. Everybody's waiting for the man in the bag. Christmas is here again. Oh, Miss Crinkle is here. Gotta jingle all the time, gotta jingle all your troubles away. Everybody's waiting for the man with the bag. Christmas is here again. He'll be here if you've done everything you should. Extra special good. He'll make this December the one you'll remember, the best and the merriest you ever did have. Everybody's waiting for the man with the bag. They're all congregated, waiting for the man with the bag. You better watch out now. All right, everyone. We need more twinkling lights. We need more grumble trees. We need more cartoons and more Whoville. And don't forget to vote for me for Whoville Decorator of the Year. That'll make it an even 10.
Woo! Martha, 10!
All right, Whoos. Hop the lights.
Yes, every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot.
What's that?
I said every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot.
That's true. Wahoo! Bingo bells, something, something, bingo bells.
Grandma! That is not your house!
Nope, that's not my house.
But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not.
Oh, the noise, 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 noise! Curse the Christmas music. It's joyful and triumphant.
The Grinch hated Christmas the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why, no one quite knows the reason. It could be that his head wasn't screwed on quite right. It could be perhaps that his shoes are too tight. Ow. But I think the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small.
Bahooba!
Exclaimed the Grinch, staring out from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm, lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now, hanging a mistletoe wreath.
And they're hanging their stockings.
The Grinch snarled with a sneer.
Tomorrow's Christmas. It's practically here.
Then he growled, with his green Grinch fingers nervously drumming.
I must find some way to keep Christmas from coming. But how?
The presents! I mustn't forget the presents! Dad? Cindy Lou? Mom? Cindy Lou? Mom? Cindy Lou, where are you? Doesn't this seem a bit much?
Cindy Lou, you've been practicing your Christmas wrapping. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, me too. We can't talk now. There's so much to do. I still have to pick up the roast beef and the Who hash. Oh, and remind me to get some extra Who pudding.
Extra Who pudding.
Now, what could I be forgetting?
What is Christmas really about? The presents! Look, that reminds me. You still have to get a gift for your cousins. What about the Grinch?
Betty Lou! How are you, my darling? Hi, Lou. Have you seen my newest strand of twinkling lights? Aren't they fabulous?
Yes, Martha.
Forgive me. Forgive me, but did I just hear your sweet child mention that mean old sourpuss?
Oh, the Grinch! Yes!
You keep saying.
Well, who is he? Oh, well, Cindy Lou, the Grinch isn't a who. He's more of a what?
Exactly! You'll know more about such things when you grow into your nose.
Aww.
All right, everyone, we're 1 minute closer to Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Not yet!
Okay.
Let's decorate.
Then the Grinch had an idea. An awful idea. The Grinch had a wonderful, awful idea.
I know just what to do. Come on, Max.
He laughed in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and clucked.
What a great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I'll look just like Saint Nick. I'm speaking in rhyme. Splash!
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as a heel, Mr. Grinch. Ooh. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. I'm a mean one. I'm the Grinch.
My heart's an empty hole. My brain's full of spiders.
You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch.
I wouldn't touch me with a 39.5 foot
There once a guy Mr. Grinch. I am the Grinch. You're a nasty, blasphemy, skunk. Go on. Your heart is full of unwashed socks. My soul is full of gum. I'm the Grinch. The 3 words that meant to describe you are as follows, and I quote. Sing, stand you back. All their windows were dark. Quiet sleep filled the air. All the Who's were all dreaming sweet dreams without care.
Merry Christmas!
You're having a bad dream.
Oh,
Go back to sleep.
okay.
Sucker. When he came to the first house in the square,
This is stop number 1.
the old Grinchy Claus hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fists.
The roof? Yeah, I don't think so. What's next?
Then he slid down the chimney a rather tight pinch.
Wrong-o. Skip it.
But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant.
Now that I can do.
Around the whole room, and he took every present. He took their sing-gables, tramblers, and puzzles. He took their pantooglers, dazzlers, and puzzles. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took their last can of Who hash.
Tasty.
Then he shoved all the presents up the chimney with glee. And now, grinned the Grinch.
I will stuff up the tree.
So the Grinch grabbed a tree and he started to shove, when he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast and he saw a small Who. Little Cindy Lou Who.
Santa Claus! Why are you taking your Christmas tree? Awkward.
But you know that old Grinch was so smart and so slick. He thought up a lie. And he thought it up quick.
Why, my sweet little tot.
The fake Santa Claus lied.
You are not helping. Why, there's a light on this tree. That won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there. I'm back here. I'm right again.
Santa Claus?
What?
Don't forget about the Grinch.
The Grinch?
I know he hates Christmas and he's ringing with bad breath and smelly feet with shoes that are 2 sizes too small.
Ow.
But just because he's different, well, that doesn't mean you shouldn't get a present on Christmas. Good night.
You Birds as a character!
You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice between the two of you, I take the seasick crocodile. It was 1/4 dawn, all the Who's still abed. All the Who's still a snooze when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags, and the tinsel. The trimmings, the trappings. 3,000 feet up to the top of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip top to dump it.
Pooh, pooh, to the hill!
He was Grinchishly humming.
They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up, and I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open for a minute or two, and then all the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo. Now that's a noise
Grinned the Grinch.
that I simply must hear.
So he paused, and the Grinch put a hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, but then started to grow. But that sound wasn't sad, why, that sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry. Very. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came! Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling.
How could it be so? It came without ribbons! It came without tags! It came without packages, boxes, or bags!
And he puzzled and puzzled till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before.
Maybe Christmas
He thought,
doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more.
what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Max!
And now that his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. He still had their presents, their food for the feast, the ribbons, the tinsel, even the roast beast. With a smile in his soul, he descended Mount Crumpet, cheerfully blowing boo sounds on his trumpet.
Look, it's Santa Claus!
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! High five, Max! High five! Maybe next time. It's not too late! We haven't missed
Claus.
Well, you see, I was just gonna... Well, I will. Oh, all right. I took your sing-heels, your dreamlers, your puddles. I took your pantooglers, your dazzlers, and your... And I liked it.
You're shaking so.
I know. Harry,
No.
Gracie, Horley, do I ever see it? How embarrassing!
No. It's warm.
Merry Christmas, Cindy Lou.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Grinch.
Welcome Christmas. Bring your cheer. Cheer to all who's far and near.
Christmas Day is in our grasp, as long as we have hands to clasp.
Christmas Day will always be.
Just as long as we have we.
Welcome Christmas while we stand, heart to heart, hand to hand.
Good idea. Make way coming through. Hey, come on, come on.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, my family!